Hey peeps, shout out to each and every one of you that have been enjoying my series using Kendrick Lamar's clip from his diss track to Drake called Euphoria. In that diss track, there's a small snippet where Kendrick Lamar goes on to list everything that he hates about Drake. I've been using that clip of that diss track to share with you all the people in politics that I hate. And I mean that. I sincerely mean that. I'm done with the series, you guys. I think I did 14 or 15. You guys can go through. I put it in a playlist one by one. It started with Donald Trump and it ended with Clarence Thomas. Anywho, I am here to do a public service announcement for my Georgia peeps. All of my peeps that live in the state of Georgia, voting day is coming up. Yes, a couple of months ago, we did primaries for president between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Now we are doing the primaries for other federal positions. Here's all the information. I told you guys, if you want to stay politically in the know with the information on these candidates who are currently running for office, Ballotpedia will be your best friend, right? You can put in the search engine your state. I put in Georgia elections for 2024 and it brought up all of the information. It brought up the calendar. It brought up the information for candidates and all of that jazz. Ballotpedia. So Georgians, here's our election dates in the state of Georgia. Remember, March 12th, we did the presidential preference primary. We went into the voting booth and we chose who we wanted to be our nominee for president. And of course, it ended up being Donald Trump for the Republicans and Joe Biden for the Democrats. Now, on May 21st, 2024, we have another primary. And if any of those candidates, any of those races come in a dead heat or within a margin of error, there will be a primary runoff on June 18th. These are all of the races that will be taking place during the Georgia elections primary on May 21st. And you can click on each one of these that are in blue. That is an actionable link. You click on it and it will open up another page that will provide you with the candidates. But here's all of the offices in the state of Georgia that you will be voting for. We've also got other ballot measures that we will be voting for. Here's that information right here. You click on the blue area and it will bring up what that measure, that legislation, that bill, whatever it is that we're voting on, it will bring up the information regarding that so you can educate yourself on what this is about and whether or not you're going to vote yay or nay. I think there's 4 or 5. So yeah, you want to read up on that, educate yourself on that. And here's a section that I especially wanted to point out to you. All of this is on the same page. You just scroll up, keep scrolling, and each of these sections that I'm sharing with you, you will come across it. What's on your ballot? This section will take you to what's specifically on your ballot for your county, because, you know, each county you could be voting on different things in different counties. So you're going to click English or Espanol. You're going to put in your address and then you're going to provide them with your email address. It's going to do its thinking and then it's going to bring you to this page, right? It's going to ask you, well, which election are you wanting specific information for? The May 21st or the November 5th? And well, we know November 5th is further down the line. We want May 21st. So you click on that and it will tell you that for your area, you've got 38 candidate races and 0 ballot measures, right? And then you scroll further. You scroll further and it'll start to list all of the candidates that are up for these particular races. And you click on their names, it'll bring up another page. For example, I clicked on Patty Hewitt. She's the Democratic nominee. And here's all of her information, her biography, any other elections she participated in, who her challenger is. It'll also tell you, her policy ideas, what it is that she wants to do, should she be voted into office, right? So, yeah, get on over to Ballotpedia, educate yourself on these candidates, because I told you I am vote blue, but I am not vote blue no matter who. Educate yourself on these candidates, because we know that some of these Republicans are masking themselves as Democrats. And then when they get into office, they switch to Republican. They have contact information for these candidates. So if you're reading up on a candidate and whatever it is that you're reading up on doesn't make sense, shoot them an email, ask them a question. Find them out on social media. It has all of their social media handles and things like that. Yeah. Start to educate yourself so when you get into that voting booth on May 21st, you have a sound idea in who you are voting for. Here are our voting dates again. May 21st, and if there's anybody where there will have a runoff, that will be on June 18th. We have the general election, which is November 4th, 2024. Any runoff elections that are required as a result of November 5th, then that will take place on December 3rd. And I believe somewhere on that page where I was on for the Georgia information, there's a spot where you can choose a different state if you are looking for this information for a different state. All right, that's my public service announcement. Reminder, there are 435 seats that are going to be available in the House and in the Senate. We have a prime opportunity here to get rid of all the bag of nuts, the chaos agents who are there to block everything just to keep chaos going, not to really work to find resolutions to problems and things like that. Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Jim Jordan, all the rest of them, right? We need to vote them out. We need to make sure we have a majority in the House and in the Senate. And then we need to make sure that we have the Democrat, which is Joe Biden, in the president's spot. That's how we will get shit done. That's how we will get shit done. The Republicans are not in office trying to get anything done. They are trying to block so that they can go around and say, you see, government doesn't work. Well, yeah, it's not working because you're not working. You're not doing what we voted you to get into office to do. You're voting for your own agenda, Donald Trump's agenda, Vladimir Putin's agenda, not the American people's agenda. All right, that's all I got. I love y'all. I think I'm done for today. I'll see y'all later.